picture this. We were both butt naked, banging on the bathroom floor. And you get pregnant. And we have a child together. And we spend these moments together, growing close together. And our love for each other grows as something inside of you grows. And you give birth, and it's a beautiful child. It's a boy, and you and me love him. And we decide to give him a name, and the name that we give him is Goku. Goku. Listen, out there's a pandemic going around. Not just the one I'm talking about that we all know about. I'm talking about the one where weebs are having children and they're naming their children after shows they love, but the names they pick are Goku and Vegeta and basic names like that. And I think that we can do a lot better as a society and as a fandom when we have children. We can name them something from shows that we love and not make it super cringy. So that's what I'm here today to tell you guys. I'm going to give you guys a list of names that you can name your child and it will still show you or express your love for anime. So let's get into it. So if you follow us on TikTok, which you should be doing already, if you're not, it's fine. It's down below. You can still do it. You can correct your issues. But I've been doing this little series for a few months now where I'll give like top 5 names from animes that you can name your baby without it being super cringy. So I'm just going to pretty much give you guys some of the ones that I picked earlier. So if you've seen these videos on TikTok, disregard this. Just pretend like it's new. And if this is your first time watching it, then it is new for you. So let's talk about them. So the first one on the list I'm going to give you guys is for all you One Piece fans out there. And if you've seen my last video, I reviewed, is it over here? It might be over here. I reviewed the new One Piece film, and I'm not a fan of One Piece, so that's my perspective. As a non-fan, reviewing One Piece, go check it out. Anyway, so for all you One Piece lovers out there, if you have a baby boy or a girl, this name works both ways. You can start by naming your child not Luffy, that's too obvious. You can name him Franky. That's right. This man right here, Franky. I think it's a perfectly fine name. No one's really going to know that you picked it from One Piece. They're probably just going to assume that your child's name is Franky or Franklin or something along those lines. But I feel like for the true One Piece fans, and you do encounter them, they're going to be like, hey, that reminds me of this one character. And then you're going to be like, Franky? And they're going to be like, you know that the One Piece is real. And they're going to tell you that the One Piece is real. So that's going to be the first one on our list. Franky, for all you children havers out there and One Piece lovers. All right, next up for me, this one's probably one of my favorites, just because I'm biased towards this series. Season 3 is going crazy right now. Man, my boy Dimple. I love him. You can name your child, again, this could be for a girl or a guy, depending on how you want to pronounce it. You can name your child Reagan or Regan. Regan's kind of weird because I think of like The Exorcist. But yes, Reagan is a perfectly fine name for a child. They, as in the people who encounter your child, might think that you might be naming them after like Ronald Reagan or something, which is just not as cool as Reagan from Mob Psycho. I know, he's kind of a con man, he's kind of a sleazy sleazeball, but at the end of the day, he has a heart of gold and he looks out for the ones that he cares about the most. And I really enjoy this name a lot. Reagan is just, it's a fun name, it's a cool name. It's like, it's enough mystery to not know where it's from. Now I know Reagan's kind of a hit or miss character for some. Some really love him, some think that he's a scumbag. But at the end of the day, you can't deny that he cares about Mob as a person and his well-being. And I feel like if you name your child this, they will also become that side hustle person who makes a lot of money, maybe not in the most honest ways, but will always look out for their own. So Reagan is a fine name for a child. Okay, so let's get into like strictly a girl name here. So for all you girl dads out there, you have a child and you and your wife love some anime. And as most people do, they love Ghibli, right? Ghibli is a perfectly perfect universe of names to pick from. There's a lot of cool names you can pick from. But the one that I picked specifically for this one is going to be Sophie, the main woman lady lead from Howl's Moving Castle. Howl's is my favorite personal Ghibli film, and I think Sophie is a cute name. It's very pretty, and if you wanted to, I guess you could just call your daughter Sophia, and then it would kind of make it less obvious that you pulled it from Howl's Moving Castle, but Sophie, I think, is perfectly fine. I enjoy it as a name. Again, it's for all you girl dads out there, or you girl moms out there. I think it's cute. It's pretty normal. It's not going to be like those obvious ones, like, you know, like I said earlier, like Goku or Vegeta. And yeah, it's just a cute name. Say you have triplets for whatever reason, this next batch of names you could pick, this is probably like my least favorite out of the ones that I picked, because it's like the most like common name, I guess. It's not like an anime name, but yeah, if you do have triplets or a set of 3 children, or you and your best friends all have children at the same time, you could name them Ray, Emma, and Norman from Promised Neverland. I know season 2 was a letdown for everybody, but these names, however, are pretty normal, and you could get away with it. And it's one of those ones that's like, hey, if you know, you know. I don't know how you feel about maybe having your children grow up to be eaten by demons or devils or whatever they are, but the names themselves, Ray, Emma, and Norman, pretty normal. You can get away with it. Like I said, this is probably my least favorite because it's not like the most like risk-taking choices. But yeah, if you wanted to, those could be the names. Or if you have 3 children of your own that don't have names yet, you've just gone their entire lives without giving them a name, this could be their names. So yeah. Okay, next up is a name that is from, I guess, many of anime, really, if you look into it. I've always wanted to name my child this. If I ever have a child, I would name him this. Not so much anymore. It's kind of gotten popular over the last couple years. But my inspiration for this pick is King Kai, so you can name your child Kai. I guess if you really wanted to, you can name them King. But yeah, Kai is a cool name. It's perfectly, like, it's just like Kai. It's so powerful, and it's just like right away, like boom, Kai. So yeah, King Kai is the motivation for this, but I've seen Kai like in Avatar, Kai, that's really the only ones. But yeah, Kai Cenat, the streamer, the big streamer, I feel like he's the reason why this name's gotten, bigger now, so now it's more like mainstream, I guess. But yeah, it's still a good name. I still do enjoy it, and yeah, it is for you Dragon Ball Z lovers out there. Instead of picking like the most obvious ones that really wouldn't work in a normal name sense, Kai is a perfectly fine choice. Okay, and here's like the most like obvious one. If you really do want to like wear the anime lover on your sleeve, you can name your child Levi. See, Levi's awesome. He's probably like the best character in Attack on Titan. Everybody loves him. He's great. He's cool and all that stuff. But it still does work as a cool name. I do like it. It's very like, it's kind of like Kai, where it's like short and sweet, and it's like, it's sexy. It's a cool name. Levi leaves some mystery. But yeah, it would be the one that would probably get you exposed the most. They'd probably be like, really? You named your child Kai because Attack on Titan? And you'd be like, no, it's like the genes. I like genes a lot. But yeah, Levi is a cool name. Another one that is just like, in your face. So if you do want to be a little more non-discreet about it, Levi is another good name for a child. All right, so if you want to be like another like on your sleeve pick, but this one is like a Chad name, like you name your child this, and you don't care what anyone thinks, and that this child is gonna grow up to be someone like super sick, like they'll be like a famous athlete or like an actor or something like that. You could pick Vash. That's right. It's from Trigun, Vash the Stampede. Vash is a sick name. I don't know what you would use as like a long form of it. Vashel? I don't know. But Vash would just be like Vash. That kid's cool. He's the cool kid in class. He comes in, everyone's like, oh, that Vash is here. He's gonna be like the center of attention in this classroom, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, Vash is definitely one of my favorite choices that you could pick that's like super obvious where you got it from, but it's also like, I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, I picked this. It's a sick name. And it is a sick name. So Vash is one of my personal favorites on this list. Okay, so more women-centered names. I like Marnie from When Marnie Was There. Another like Ghibli realm universe of names. I don't know what it is. It's just like, it's cool. It's Marnie, but also I guess Marnie from Pokemon could work if people would mistake it for that if they don't know that you picked it directly from When Marnie Was There. But yeah, I don't know. I just like the name Marnie. It's like Barney, but viable as a name choice. I don't know. I just think it's a cute name. It's like Sophie. It's just like Marnie, Sophie. It's all those. I guess if it ends with an E sound, it sounds fun. Like Johnny, Tommy. The E's really help out a lot, I guess. But yeah, Marnie is for all you girl dads again, or just girl moms, or owners of girls. Wait, I like that. Marnie is a good name. Okay, and here are the last 2. I'll give it to you guys back to back. Okay, one is Jaden. What anime is that from? It's from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. That's right, the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Best seasons. Jaden Yuki, that's the name. His name in Japanese, I think it's Judai, which is harder to pull off. Good luck if you pick that one. That one's another one where you could just like do it and be like, hey, this is what I named my child. Anyway, Jaden, yes, that's cool. People would probably think that you named him after like Jaden Smith or something like that, which you could be like, oh yeah, sure. But really, you would know. It's time to get your game on. And the last one that I have on this list is going to be Tracy. What's Tracy from? Pokemon, that's right. From the was it the Orange Islands, I believe? Yeah, I think he's the best sidekick. That's right, the best. It's not Misty or Brock. or any of the new ones. I think it's Tracy Sketchit, the man who sketches for a living. He literally can cruise the vistas.
You could literally cruise the vistas.
It's Tracy. Yeah, it's a cool name. It could work both ways too. It could be girl or a guy, whatever you want, depending on you know, what kind of child you're having, what gender they've chosen to be, or if you just feel like, hey, this is the name, this is your name, you have it that way. If you wanted to, I guess you could call him Tracy Sketchit, like all together, like hyphenated maybe. I don't know, but yeah, Tracy's a fine name. Yeah, but those are the names that I've given you. That's the list you can pick from. I have more. If you guys want to see more, I could do a part 2 to this video. If not, just comment down below what you think you would name your child. A viable choice, not something crazy. Don't name your child like Kenshiro, King of the North Star, or whatever his name is. But actual viable names that you could pick for your children. Hopefully you guys enjoyed them. Hopefully I've given you some inspiration, as I know there are plenty of weeb, otaku, anime-loving parents out there who want to show their love for their children by giving them a nod to their favorite show or something that helped them out, you know, during the pregnancy maybe. Meeting each other through the show. However it was your connection to anime, I feel like it can expand beyond just having a love for it. You can name your children after it, and it could be something that is cool and not cringe. So hopefully you guys did enjoy that list. As always, you can follow us down below. All the links, like I said earlier, we did TikToks of this stuff. TikToks down below, Instagram down below, and all that fun stuff. So, till I see you guys next time, go make that baby.